what's happening? Hey, welcome to another episode of Generation Motivation, the podcast. I'm your host, Jay Snipes, aka the podcast of the people. You know what? When I tell you I have a special interview for you today, I mean, I'm gonna set the backdrop. 20 years ago, this man sitting to my left, I was able to interview him. True Meaning was about to come out. So I'm sitting here talking to this gentleman. We sitting in the van playing Xbox, playing a little Superstars of WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Busting my head up. You know, I make mention about it in the interview 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And we come back full circle, man. I have the man, the myth, the legend. I got Cormega. What's happening with you, bro?
It's all good, man.
My man. Hey, first and foremost, man. 20 years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for you to come back out with the Realness II. We're gonna rewind a little bit, but I wanna talk about where we are now.
No doubt.
And then take it back. How does it feel to have that type of longevity in the game, first and foremost, man? Because there's a lot of one-hit wonders out there.
It's a blessing. It's something I don't take for granted. It's something that I attribute to God and the fans. Because like you said, longevity is not guaranteed. It's not promised. It's not a destination for everybody. So yeah, 20 years ago we met, and here we are 20 years again doing this interview. It feels crazy.
Yeah. Hey, this brother right here, he was just as humble and mellow back then as he is now. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, man. Because hey, he really welcomed me in. You know what I'm saying? He gave me some insight on what was going on in his career at that time. So I'm just excited to be here. I'm happy to see that you're still thriving.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying, in the industry, coming back full circle, man, making big moves. Take it back to some of those fans that may want to know how you got started to begin with. We're not going, we don't have to go all the way back, but just what got you into hip hop to begin with?
What got me into hip hop is hearing it on the radio and being influenced by some of those earlier people that we rarely hear about now. You got Shot Rock and Tila Rock and, people like that set a standard. So I heard those people. Obviously, you got LL, Run DMC and that generation.
Yeah.
And it was just a beautiful thing. It was a intriguing thing. The way they spoke, the way they dressed, the way they walked, everything about it, the culture. Right then, and ever since then, I know I wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah. And I remember when we spoke 20 years ago, you were talking about like how MC Shan was a big influence, Sugar Hill Gang, you know what I'm saying? And not to speak on anything negative, but I will ask this question though. Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel to hear people within the industry make comments about our pioneers being dusty? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to turn anything negative, but hey, when we have someone that's been in the game as long as Mega's been in there, I would love to get his perspective on that though.
Hopefully that's a learnable moment for that person who said that. Sometimes we say things that we regret and that we wish we could take back. Yeah. And I think this is going to be one of those moments because at the end of the day, if you're in position due to a culture that you had nothing to do with its inception, then it's kind of disrespectful to the people that conceived it for you.
Right.
Like it's kind of like somebody gives you a big plate of food and, fulfills you. And then after that, you criticizing the shoes the cook had on or something.
Right.
Right.
Biting the hand that feeds you.
That's you got a bar. You said it better than me. Damn.
Biting the hand that feeds you because
I wish I said that. I'm mad that I said that. That was perfect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
biting the hand that feeds you.
Biting the hand that feeds you, literally, because this person is eating off of this wonderful creation called hip hop, man. But then want to take shots at those that put you in a position to be able to eat.
One thing I'll say is hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's a learnable moment for him. Hopefully, because there's been a huge outcry from the hip hop community,
right?
And hopefully he weighs that and doesn't get defensive and empathizes and takes it in and says, maybe I could have worded this better.
Right.
So I just wish the best for that whole situation.
Right. Because, sometimes things are taken out of context. And
sometimes when you're young, you say dumb things.
Right, exactly. Call a spade a spade. No doubt. So I know when we talked 20 years ago, you said hip hop saved your life. I remember asking you, what do you think what would have been your profession if you hadn't have, found hip hop? You actually said you thought you might be a boxer because you said you were nice with the hands. You know what I'm saying? So just reflect a little bit on being able to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? Being able to, manifest your dreams in hip hop, and taking it, to the heights that you've taken it to.
I look at it as a dream fulfilled, but I'm still dreaming.
Right.
I look at it as growth. I look at it as me doing something that I love, and the fans reciprocating the love and the effort that I give them. So, that's that with that.
Yeah. Did you ever think hip hop would take it this far? You know what I'm saying? It's still the line. You ever think hip hop would take it this far?
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think none of us did.
Yeah.
I mean, look where we're at right now. We have people that are billionaires that rap.
Right.
Even if they didn't get the billion from rap was that platform that helped them get to those next things.
Yes.
So hip hop has become so such an intricate part of society. Like there's commercials with rap music in the background. There's movies you hear rap music in it. The way society dressed, hip hop changed the dress code. When we was wearing baggy clothes were in style the most.
Right.
When we stopped wearing baggy clothes weren't in style.
Right.
When we was wearing Timberlands was cool. When we took a break from Timberlands, they wasn't cool.
Right.
When we was wearing Air Force Ones, they came back. It's like we are so influential and powerful, this culture. And I didn't think it would go this far because I had no idea of its reach until I went outside the world. I've been to Germany, I've been to England, I've been to France, I've been to Austria, I've been to Australia, I've been to New Zealand, I've been to Iceland, I've been to Switzerland, and Poland, Spain, Italy. They all love hip hop.
They love hip hop.
Some of these people can't even speak our language, but they'll be able to say your verse.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's amazing how our ingenuity as a people is so revered around the world. Even recently, you had people speaking about hip hop's origins, or other people trying to take credit for it. Black people have been rapping before hip hop had a name.
Right.
Just like we were fighting before it was called boxing.
Right.
There's videos on YouTube, you can see people from the 1930s literally rapping.
Yeah.
I've seen a video of an elderly woman, and this probably was in the 30s or 40s, black and white video.
Yeah.
And she's rapping. It's part of our culture. We didn't call it rap. Maybe we did. Because a lot of the old timers, you probably remember you was little, maybe your uncles be like, what y'all in there rapping about?
Right.
It's the way we talk.
Right.
So our culture is so revered around the world. Everything we do, we're just the coolest people on the planet.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And hip hop reflects how cool we are. Like everybody wants in on it. Everybody. My friend that's in the back, she was telling me they love it in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I've never been to Saudi Arabia, but you know what I'm saying? I hear that everywhere in the world that I've been, hip hop is loved, even the motherland.
Now, I couldn't give it to y'all in one dose. Stay tuned.